All right, everybody. So the Texas Longhorns are going to be playing the Florida Gators. I know you're probably wondering, why do you have a gator on your head, Nashville? My high school kind of had the gator mascot, and I've always had that hat. So thought it'd be kind of funny to wear starting out this video. But Texas Longhorns are playing the Florida Gators tomorrow at 11 a.m. inside DKR. One second here. And tomorrow, as you can see right here, I mean, weather's looking beautiful. This is prime time football weather for not just Texas, but really all of the nation. When you think about football, you're thinking about like 50 to 70 degrees. You're thinking about a sunny day. No, we don't want that. you're thinking about all that stuff. So the Texas Longhorns playing Florida. Not going to be too windy. Looks like it's going to be a really good day. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out. Uh, that should be really fun. Okay, so just know maybe throw on a long sleeve shirt if you're one of those really you don't like the cold at all that stuff. Do that. But other than that, should be a great day for watching football tomorrow. So if you like that, drop the like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your thoughts on the Texas Longhorns versus the Florida Gators. I'm gonna come out right here and say it. Uh, well, I'll say this. No, I'll say it right now since I already said I was gonna say it, but I was gonna save it till the end. Texas is gonna beat the shit out of Florida. We're gonna beat the shit out of Florida. Okay, like this is if Texas struggles against Florida, I know. Oh well, they just played Georgia really well. How could you be so cocky and confident and all? You'll see in a second. I have my opinion. I've watched Florida. They're not that good. They're not that. DJ Lagway included. I'm not saying DJ Lagway is bad. I want to get that very clear. But I'm saying DJ Lagway being the quarterback of Florida does not drastically change this football team. But so let's look at the injury report right here, and you can see Jakeem, like Florida's got a lot of dudes out. Florida has more guys out. I get that wrong every single time. Florida has more guys out, okay, than Texas does on the injury report. Texas is looking very, and this is honestly, well, that's not a window capture anyways. But if you look at it, Georgia's got 7 dudes on the report. Ole Miss has got like 15, 20 dudes. There's a lot of teams that are banged up. Alabama's only got 2 dudes. That they're looking pretty good right now. So that all that to say, I mean Texas is looking really nice. Vernon Broughton out for the first half of the game. That's going to be key here in a second. Bring that up in just a second. Colton Vasek, that's doubtful. He is an absolute animal on the pass rush. Not going to be too much of an impact this year, but next year's definitely that would hurt more next year than it does this year. Is what I'm trying to get to. Andrew Makuba being probable, Isaiah Bond being probable. We got Makuba back, so we're gonna have Makuba, Taff, and McDonald patrolling the backfield. That's nice. That's nice. Looking nice. Isaiah Bond back. That's good. He is a key wide receiver for Texas. His speed really cannot be understated. Now, that name right there, DJ Lagway. Will he play? Like I just said a second ago, him playing or not does not really change too much for me in terms of Oklahoma or whether not Oklahoma, Florida, but they're Oklahoma is just about as good of a team as Florida is, but uh, they're just it just does not change that much for me. Just like Michael Hawkins didn't change that much for me. Both are very good quarterbacks in my opinion. I think Michael Hawkins has one hell of a career ahead of him. I think DJ Lagway has one hell of a career ahead of him. But it just does not drastically change my opinion on how this game goes, and that's because of the defense. This Texas defense is legit. It's as legit as you're ever going to see. You're like, this might be the best defense you ever get to watch as a Texas Longhorn fan in the 21st century. And that's not hyperbole. That's just the legit chance that this defense is playing that well. Now, my issue with what I've seen from Florida, and I'll go ahead and pull up the stats here, because the stats they kind of tell a similar story to what I've seen on the film. Okay, yards per pass. That is the only measure, and let's just really kind of make it painfully obvious here for everybody. The Florida stats are these stats right here. That's a whole lot of red, and that's only one little bit of green. And the problem is in that green, it's all coming from deep passes. Now, Florida, they are. Let me get my facts straight because I want to be 100% with y'all. I believe they're tied for sixth in the nation when it comes to not long scrimmage plays, long passing plays. 40 yards or more. Let's see. No, they're seventh in the nation. 40 yards or more with 11 passes over 40 yards or more. They are one of, I think, 16 teams in the nation with an 80-yard or more pass. The point is they complete long passes, and what this is doing in turn is it's bumping up the yards per pass numbers. So their yards per pass looks a lot better than it actually is. I mean, they're gonna hit it. Well, this is the other thing. Are they against this Texas defense with Andrew McCuba back, with Michael Taft playing as good as he's been playing, with the defensive backs playing as good as they've been playing? Is our defense going to allow yards per pass like that? Because if you go and you look at the opposite side of that, so long passing plays. Okay, let's just go to 40+ yard passes. Texas is tied for sixth with only two 40+ yard passes allowed all season long. So I don't think Florida's going to be able to live how they've lived against other teams when they play at Texas. It's just not going to happen. And then you look at Texas, I mean, best defense in the nation, bar none. Rush defense, while it's not top 10, I mean, it's in the top 15 territory. We got the best pass defense with the top 15 rush defense. You just go ahead and do the math on that one, okay? I have a hard time seeing any way Florida has a legit chance in this game if Texas goes out there and plays their game. If Texas goes out there and plays ball, I'm sorry, Florida. You don't got a shot. You just really don't. The only way Florida goes out there and has a good game is if Texas doesn't show up. That's it. That's basically the end of the video. So, I mean, I don't know. It's going to come down to I obviously you can probably predict see where I'm going with this prediction. I'm predicting a Texas Longhorn just absolutely just dominating Florida. I think after two, and this is just a quick review of what's happened. Vanderbilt, I walked away feeling worse about Vanderbilt than Georgia. Georgia, it sucked. But there were things that we could directly point to, and we say, hey, we need to get better at that. Vanderbilt was just mistakes made that game way too close. Just obvious, just horrible mistakes made that way too close. So, after two down weeks, the Texas Longhorns are looking to bounce back and have a good victory. So I'm thinking that they're going to come out focused after this bye week, and they're really going to be, they're going to treat Florida how Florida should be treated. And Billy Napier, he just got his job extended, so I think there's going to be less pressure on him to win the game, ironically. He didn't get extended. Actually, I'm about to go on Ghost's channel. It was a big nothing burger. Nothing was said. Nothing was said. It was the same as CDC. So, all that to say, the Texas Longhorns are going to smack the absolute shit out of the Florida Gators. Hope you all have a great day, and hope you all enjoy tomorrow. Hook 'em!